We're not supposed to edit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello.
Good day, everyone. Today is episode 7. 7?
What, really? Are you sure?
I'm sure it's episode 7
Wow.
of our Scrappy Sunday Chat.
Oh, welcome. Thank you for joining us again. Today is actually Saturday.
Yes.
It is the 27th of August. So, yeah, this time we decided we're going to do some pre-recording instead of stressing on a Sunday afternoon.
Because usually there's some internet situation as well that
Yeah.
needs some stressing, but not today.
Not today.
Today we are just going to be in the chat and chatting with you all.
Yeah.
Yes. And I don't know, I think the dog is in the picture, but she's also joining us. So,
Yes, she is. Hello, Fluffy.
You're supposed to greet the people. I don't know, bark or something. Anyway, yeah.
So, where were we this morning?
So this morning, I went to my first stoepmark, but it's been your second time, right?
Yeah.
So we went to the stoepmark in Pretoria and had a lovely chat and knit with other ladies and, of course, bought some yarn. Who can resist? Well, some people can, but I couldn't because I wanted some yarn.
Yeah. So I didn't buy yarn. I've got other plans. But yeah, I'm being a good girl. But it was still loads and loads of fun. It was awesome seeing everybody again. So yeah.
Yes, it's nice to chat and just be with other people, knitting, seeing what they're working on and all of those things. Always interesting. Seeing new patterns and new things.
I just realized again yesterday. Yeah, been a long day. This morning that I actually still have a lot to learn with regards to knitting. There are some ladies there that was working on amazingly beautiful projects. So yeah, makes me excited for everything that there is still to learn. So yeah, it's awesome.
Yes, I think sometime I would have to dip my toes into a little bit of more lacy knitting.
Yeah.
I don't think I really did lots of lace yet. I don't think so. I think this is the nearest I got to lace.
I was just going to ask, when do you start classifying something as lace?
I'm not sure. I think it's got, if it's got holes, it's a type of lace, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know. It should be lace. I think if it's got holes, it's lace. But maybe you get more complicated lace.
We make our own rules. It's lace now.
It's lace. This is the nearest I got to lace, so and we need something else.
But speaking of, what are you wearing?
Oh, okay. I'm wearing my ranunculus that I have knitted out of 100% cotton Moya hand-dyed yarn, South African hand-dyed yarn, and this is the colorway Topaz. So I knit the ranunculus out of it with quite a few modifications and short sleeves with a little bit of ribbing, and yeah, it fits very well. I'm very impressed. I really like it, and I've got plans for a second one, but I'm knitting something else first, so we'll get to that. Summer is coming.
Yeah. No, I must say this is really, really beautiful. I love it.
Thank you. But you must also mention what you are wearing.
I am wearing my Bina top. So this is a pattern from Norma and Lovu from Bigger Than Life Knits. I actually tested this pattern for her, and I made this out of yellow cottage yarns. It's also 100% cotton double knit yarn, and love it. It's actually quite warm. I was initially thinking that all cottons are cool, but I'm learning a lot about different fibers these days out of experience actually, because I don't know, for some reason I just one day heard that cotton is cool, but it's not just cool. It's very similar to what they say merino does. It can be both for winter and summer, and yeah. So I was not cold even for a second today with this one over the long sleeve t-shirt. So yeah, it's cool. You learn something new every day.
It's interesting because I also thought that, because I am of the thinking that if the colors are light, it is cooler. But some things, even if it's light and it's thick, like the outstanding that I knitted, it's in double knit, and it's almost this type of color, just a little bit more tannish, and it's very warm. I don't think you'll ever wear it in summer because it's just too hot.
Okay.
It's very hot.
Yeah. It's assumptions we make that sometimes doesn't hold water. What is the right?
I don't know.
I don't know.
In English, I don't know.
I'm not sure. Anyway.
I think it's also got maybe a lot to do with the gauge you knit the thing at. Like maybe when it's a little bit more airy, it'll be a little bit cooler, but it can be hot as well.
Yeah.
But if it's thick and dense, it's usually more hot. But anyway, we love cotton actually. Yeah. I don't know about you. I love cottons.
I do. Oh yeah.
Anyway.
Fluffy's having a royal life here.
Definitely.
Already sleeping.
No, she's enjoying herself.
Yeah. So, do you have any finished objects with regards to Scrappy projects?
Not today. Almost. But then last night I decided, no, I think I'm going to add 9 more colors. So yes, I'm a little bit mad, but I decided on what I want to do. So I packed out all of the colors that I want to add still to the blanket, and then it'll be long enough, and I'm going to put a border around it. And I'm going to try and finish it this month. Maybe not with a border as well, but at least the stripes. So let me show you what I'm talking about. I'm sure everybody's seen this, because from the first episode I started with this blanket. Yeah, just be still. She's just feeling a blanket. Oh, it's for me. So in the previous episode of the Scrappy Sunday Chat, I was at this point, and I added these colors, and I decided to do, I think 9, yeah. I think I counted last night, 9 more colors. So it's 18 rows basically. And it has become quite a long blanket. And yet she's still not happy. You know, have to add more. But I want to be able to tuck it around my feet and hold it up to my chin like this. Because otherwise I can't have a nap under it. It's too small. So that's the plan. And I was thinking I tried to mimic these type of colors a little bit more that I started with.
Okay.
For the end, just to
balance it a bit.
Yes. So yes, that is the plan with this one. So for now I am trying very hard to keep it off the dog, because otherwise it's just full of little black hair. But I'm not getting it completely right. But anyway, so that is the Scrappy blanket that I made. It's mostly acrylic, no, it's all acrylic yarns. It's mostly DK, and I'm using a 4mm hook. And I have a tutorial on my YouTube channel, and it will be linked down below on how I make it. And I will also make a video for the border when I'm done. So, because I love ripples and chevrons, and so I like it a lot.
What's your plan for the border?
I haven't decided completely yet. I think it would maybe be like a round of single crochets and a little picot type of thing around, because then it doesn't really matter that much about the amount of stitches. That little picot type of edge usually works nicely around corners, and I don't know what I did with that one. Yeah, I did just single crochets, but I think I'll add maybe a picot border. Very small.
So you're gonna keep the ripple effect at the 2 ends. You're not gonna try and
no,
do
I'm
double
not gonna
crochet and then single crochet to even it out.
No, I'm not gonna fill in I'm just gonna leave it triply.
Okay, cool. Sounds like a plan.
Do you have any finished objects?
How long have you known me?
I just thought I have to ask. Maybe.
You can be nice and ask, thank you. But no, I'm still working on this baby cozy sock memories of mine. So I just finished my Mbali socks. When did I finish it?
It was
Tuesday,
this month's socks. So it must
yeah.
be.
So the
Yes.
Mbali is my August socks. So I just finished, I think, on Wednesday, finally. And now I'm adding the two colors that I used for the Mbali socks. This is how much I've got left. So I doubt I will add everything in here. I will still have some left over afterwards. Yeah, so I'm actually interested to see, because this is more a, help me, it's
Like
not
a sport weight?
yes,
In between fingering and DK, basically.
yeah,
It's usually more of a sport weight type of thing.
yeah, it's what I'm thinking. It's not DK.
Yeah, no, it's just
Yeah,
like maybe a little bit less.
yeah. So I don't know. The viewers that's been around since the first episode might recall that I was very hesitant to mix different yarn weights and yarn bases and so on. So this is now the first time I'm adding something else
Than fingering.
than fingering weight, but I'm still doing it on the 2.5 needles.
Yes.
So what do you think? Will it be the same? Will the block still be the same size, or will it be a little bit off?
It might, but it might be just a little bit bigger because of the thickness of the yarn.
Yeah.
But if you do it intentional, like maybe 1 year and maybe not another one in the same weight next to it, it might just.
So I was thinking I'm putting the pink purplish one here, and then I'm gonna
Yes.
put the green one maybe up here.
Yes, then it's not stuck together.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So fingers crossed that this is going to work. Let's see.
But you'll report back, so then you know.
You will see the same blanket next month.
With 2 added blocks.
With 2 added blocks.
Let's be positive about that.
Anyway.
Fantastic. Yeah, but that is a beautiful blanket. I think
it's going to be amazing 20 years from now.
20 years from now.
It's going to be great.
Oh, well. Yeah. As long as you're not in a hurry. So, then it's fine. Because, I mean, I haven't checked the date, but this blanket, this ripple blanket, just in the beginning of lockdown, when was this? May 2021? I think so. May 2021.
Yes, you're right.
I started the corner to corner blanket that I made with the 4-ply scraps.
Yeah.
In the little blocks. And when that was finished, I started this one. I mean, it's more than a year I've been in the process. So.
Oh no.
Okay, but I didn't work on it every month like I did this year for the whole year. So, but it's almost there.
Yeah. No, true.
Anyway, so yes.
And this corner to corner is basically the same concept. Do I remember correctly now? Yeah, yes. I remember that blanket. Yeah.
But I think you started this one more or less in the same time, or just something like that. Okay. All right. So you want me to show the other whip, and then you can show the blanket.
I don't even want to show the blanket. I didn't add a single block.
But maybe if it's some viewers' first time, then they can at least see the blanket. You can just quick. Okay. So at least this month, I've added 2 blocks to the other blanket. So my little Honeycomb Tunisian blanket, and it's very skew. I do know that, as you can see, because some of the double knit yarns here is not. I always say double knit is not double knit, because some has 300 meters on 100 grams and some has got 250 or 230 meters, and then that makes that the strand is a bit thicker or thinner, and then you get this where a block looks a little bit smaller than the rest. But the other thing that I last night actually realized that I did wrong is that I started this blanket with this cheapo Tunisian crochet hook, and the acrylic yarn slides very nicely on this. So my gauge is nice and loose.
Okay.
And then when I got the Chiagu Tunisian hook, that's bamboo, I tried to do the blocks with that.
Okay.
And I don't know, my gauge is completely off. And that also makes the blocks being smaller and going a bit skew. As you can see, that yellow, you see those three. But then what I decided to do is just take the yarns that's a little bit thicker, and then I'm going to just do the thicker, like the 250 meters on 100-gram balls on top of these, just to even it out a little bit.
Yes.
And stick to the cheapo easy hook that I know the gauge is nice.
You know what I'm thinking there? Now that I'm also doing that other shrug that I'm busy with the knitting needles that's like this, ne?
Yes.
I'm just wondering if you feel the weight and so on and the length of the needle itself. I mean, if you knit with circular needles, the needle is only this long, and then you've got the cable, so it's a lot lighter, and you don't have this length, so you only work with your fingers here. Does the needle itself, even if it were the same material, will that not also have an effect on your gauge?
I'm sure it should, because I mean lots of people's gauge change with long like this and to 9-inch because of the way they hold
Mine definitely does,
yeah, of the way they hold it. So I think that is also something. But I definitely found that the acrylic yarn glides much easier on this.
Yeah.
So my gauge is nice and even because I'm more used to this hook because I've used it for the longer time. So I'm, what do you call it? Exercised.
Okay.
I'm exercised in it.
Yeah. And accustomed.
Accustomed to
Yeah.
it. That's it.
Anyway.
English is not my first language, people. Sorry.
Mine neither. So now I'm just thinking, I mean, even the Chai Goose, you get 3 different lengths of tips.
Yes. Like these are the 13 centimeter tips.
Yeah.
And then you get 10 and 8 or 11 and 8 or something. Yeah, I don't know.
Interesting.
There's
a lot of variables.
Make a difference.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Oops, sorry about that.
So yes, I decided to stick to that for this blanket and just go. So when this one is finished, I'm going to put all of my extra time into that one so that I can do a little bit more blocks at a time for it. So yeah, the blankets has to get done a bit.
Yeah, no, sure.
Because the other one, the leftover blanket, I also didn't work on it because there was not lots of leftovers, because everything that went into the ripple or chevron blanket, the pieces that's left over goes to the Tunisian, and I haven't done that a lot to have the leftover to go to the other one. So I'm trying to use it up in different blankets.
Scrappy, scrappier, scrappiest.
That type of thing. Because I mean, I've got so much acrylic yarn. I just said to another podcaster this week that I think in 30 years I'll still have some acrylics left because I have so much. And to me, I know it's not the best, but if you have it, I mean, you can't just throw it away. And I like to experiment with it in the sense that I can now knit a shawl with whatever I have to see if I like the shape. And then I can invest in proper yarns, and I know this is going to work for me. So I see it as I don't know what the word is.
A learning tool?
Yes, something like that. Because then I can learn what I like. Even with like cardigans, you can learn what shape of cardigan do you like. Do you like this type of saddle shoulder or a raglan or a round yoke? And then when you know what you like, you invest proper money into proper yarn and do whatever you like.
Yes.
And you know this is going to work for me.
Agreed.
But anyway.
Do what you can with what you've got.
Exactly.
That's my philosophy. Okay. Cool.
So that's your turn now for your blanket. For people that haven't seen it, maybe.
If this is your first time watching, this is my other scrappy project that I work on whenever I can. So there we go.
Let me hide my face as well.
Let's do that. Okay. So this is what I call my golden memories blanket. This is all pure gold double knit yarn. So I do this with the corner to corner join as you go method that Mariette actually taught me, and that I made a YouTube tutorial for as well, which we can link below. Yeah, we learned this from
Either
from the Patchwork Heart. Yes. So she was the initial inspiration for this blanket. And yeah, I still also have loads and loads of little bits of our pure gold, because for the longest time this is all I would buy. So I try to add to it as often as I can. But yeah, that's not happening too much these days. I need to focus on my scrappy project some more. I'm somewhere gonna sit under this one. Yeah.
But it is a beautiful blanket.
It is. I love it. I am starting to take naps underneath it.
Okay, because I'm sure you haven't decided how big you want it yet.
No. Maybe eventually it will be big enough for me to share it even.
I just want to quickly see how many little blocks is in your blocks.
It's 10 by
2,
10.
4, 6. Yeah, no, but I mean, it's like 2, 4, 6 little bricks, stitchy thingies. I don't know what you call it.
Sorry?
Like, how big is yours? Quiz. I count. It's 2, 4, 6.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Sorry.
But your blocks is 10 by 10 for now.
For now. But
until you decided you want to make it bigger.
Anyway.
But it's a beautiful blanket. But
Thank
we
you.
will link the tutorial down below as well.
Yes. No, I'll do that. And that is it.
That is it for our current projects, I think.
Yeah.
I don't think we've got anything else that's current.
Do you have something in the pipeline?
I do. I have lots of plans. So, I don't
That's
know.
something we got lots of plans.
Luckily, I've got lots of scraps to go with my plans, so that's good. Anyway, so for the longest time, I wanted to make keychains for my whole house. All the keys in the house. I think I counted the other day again. It's something like 18 or 22 doors or something in the house. It's ridiculous. But anyway, every door has got a key in it, but no keychain, no nothing. So I decided I want to just spruce it up a little bit. And I did start some time ago, but I really didn't go into it that much. And I actually bought all the key rings and all of that, and they are here. So I decided I'm now going to do this with my scraps. And I just printed this off this morning. I didn't really actually do anything with it yet, but I'm going to make these little amigurumi hearts. I don't know if it's in focus. Let's hide my face. So I'm going to make like an amigurumi heart, and then I'll decide to maybe do a little ribbon and maybe some beads or whatever with the keychain at the top to add to the key ring to add to the key. And then I'm just going to use some double knit scraps. I do have some actual full balls here as well, but it's discontinued yarn, so you can't get it anymore. And yeah, I've got all sorts of double knit cotton yarns that I'm going to do that with. And then I'll just stuff them with washable filling. I've got a big bag so that I can chuck them in the wash in a year or two when they're dusty and stuffy. So next time you will see some of those in the next episode. So I'm going to crochet that. I was thinking this morning, maybe I should knit some as well. Just for the fun of it, because I made these little hearts. I made two. One is, it's in both of some of my bags, so I put my yarn needles into them, so it's like a needle cushion type of thing. So I crocheted one, a pink one, and then I knitted a purple one. So I knit two flat hearts and sew them together and stuff them up.
Okay.
So I don't know, maybe I'll do something knitting as well, but I was thinking of crochet because I haven't done a lot of amigurumi. It's the only thing I think that I've ever done in amigurumi.
I've never even tried.
Yeah, it wasn't hard, but I can't remember what pattern I used, so I just got this one off Ravelry. It's a free pattern, by the way, so we will also link that down below. But yes, so that is the plan. I need to do something to get my plans of many years ago into action.
Yeah, and you'll probably still have loads left for another
Oh,
project.
yes.
Looking at that.
Definitely.
Okay. So on my side, actually, I've been looking at Natty Natty's twisted tea shorts that she made.
Oh, yes.
So I also went on to the Little Wolf Knits Ravelry page, and I saw that she actually has quite a variety of knitted bottoms, pants, trousers. I don't know what's the right word. Anyway, so the one that I saw that caught my eye was the tan line joggers, and I was thinking I'm gonna do with my scrappy sock yarns. I'm gonna first try with them to do the tan line joggers, so that I can see if I actually like wearing knitted pants and shorts. I mean, I'm not planning on going out of it anytime soon, so that will be awesome for me to get my steps in at home.
Yeah,
I have
and
to,
then
I'll sleep in it.
in your knitting as well.
In my knitting, I mean, that's
course.
awesome.
Why not?
Why not? So that's my plan. I've ordered the needles. Waiting for the courier guy to deliver, but it's definitely, I'm checking the tracking app every half an hour.
It's so funny that we do that, isn't it?
I know it doesn't take an hour's drive from Joburg to Rustenburg, but I still check every few minutes. I check where's my parcel now. So yeah, I'm excited to get that going. That's gonna be something, you know.
It's gonna be a bigger project,
Yeah.
but I'm sure that it would go quite fast. Actually, I mean, it's just stockinette.
Yes.
So I mean, I know there's a ribbing for the top. I've actually went and looked at it.
Oh yeah.
And I did see that, so it's very nice pattern. I really like it.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
Because the warm bottle cover, I haven't tried again, and now I first want to do something else, and
not gonna need the hot water bottle now. Just
for the next
winter.
Next 9 months. Yeah. So let me first try something else, and then I'll try the hot water bottle cover again.
I'm looking forward to seeing that one.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be nice.
Yeah. And with the sock yarn, it's gonna be a little bit more durable.
Yes.
I mean, when you're walking,
yeah, friction is always
friction.
there.
That's the word I was looking for.
Like it would be under your arm.
Yeah.
Doing that.
So that's. I think it's gonna be cool. Let's see. It's gonna be crazy scrappy, but it's making me think of those granny square suits we saw that people were wearing.
Oh, and the granny square shorts.
Yeah.
Granny square shorts.
Anyway.
But yes, I mean, that's got its own charm to it as well.
Yes, no, for sure.
And I think it's going to be a nice experiment because everybody says that the wool keeps you cool and keeps you warm. So I think that'll be a very nice experiment, especially if you walk in it for your walk in it and getting your steps. So then you'll easily be able to tell if it works for you or not.
Well, now I'm thinking, should we not also try one in cotton?
I'm sure you can, but I'm now thinking.
Again, all the plans.
We've got too much plans. We'll have to discuss this one.
Yeah, no.
And have a plan. What yarn weight? What?
Oh my goodness. Anyway, it's a rabbit hole.
Always.
Yeah.
Always. Anyway.
Yeah. So what are you knitting on now? Because this is not a scrappy project that you are doing.
Yeah, it's not a scrappy project, but it can almost classify as a scrappy project, but this is now not really done from scraps. So this is, let me say, my own version of the Tip Top tank by Maker Designs, which is a tank top, obviously, in cotton yarn, but I just changed the hem, and it's bottom up. Oh, my hair is always knitted into my things. So it's, yeah, bottom up, as you can see,
Let
and
me
then
quickly help, sorry to interrupt.
is
Now
it
we
in
can
there?
see the whole thing. Yeah.
Okay, great. So it is made with double knit cotton yarn, moya as well. As you can see a theme here, I love moya. And then I actually have different dye lots of this color. This is burnt fudge. And then I decided to stripe it intentionally. And when I started it, it went a little bit wrong. My gauge was not what it should be. But anyway, so I started again and I decided I'm going to add some stripy colors. So I'm adding this bubblegum pink and apple green, and I've got purple as well. So we shall see how that turns out. But I thought it's a nice project to bring for Scrappy Sunday because I can knit without looking all the time, but not on 9-inch yet. So I left my sock over there knitting on this.
I don't try yet to not look where I'm knitting. So, yeah.
Yeah, and I want to get this to a stage that I can make sure that it fits. So yeah. I just want to knit a little bit so that I can wash it and make sure it fits.
So we went together, we drove together this morning to the Stoepmark, and you just added the pink.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's grown a lot in the little bit of time that you had to knit today.
Yes, that's what I love about these types of projects.
Yeah, it goes quick.
Definitely.
Well, I hope it fits and you don't have to rip back again.
You know, I'll keep ripping back because I don't want to remake the whole garment like I usually do.
Yeah, no.
If it's not right, because it's first going to lie in the naughty corner, and then it's going to get ripped out as a project that I'm planning. But anyway.
Yeah. Okay. So we also have some pattern suggestions. Before we start, I'm just realizing this and these patterns will both be... You can actually convert anything into a scrappy project.
Yes.
Yeah.
Depending on how much scraps you have and how scrappy you want it.
Yeah,
how planned scrappy or
how busy or colorful you are willing to make it. Yeah. Because I like the idea of what you're also doing here is having a one color that makes like these stripes, and then these stripes could have been anything.
Yes. Didn't have to be blue.
No,
it
could have been
anything.
Everyone could have been a different color. Amazing.
Yeah, and with stripes, the nice thing is you don't have to have coordinating stripes or cohesive stripes or whatever. So you can have thin stripes and thick stripes, and yeah. I'm just doing what I feel like. We'll see what I come up with in the end. Maybe it will change. I don't know.
It's your project. You can do what you want.
And I'll just stick to it was intentional. Yeah, and that's it.
It's a design feature. Okay. So you can talk about this one for us.
Sure. Alright, so we again brought 3 pattern suggestions for scrappy projects. But with this one, I thought it's a scrappy shawl. It's called Scrappy Shawl. It's from Pattenberg.
Yeah.
And it is a very nice project. I brought this one especially because you can make it as scrappy as you like or intentional scrappy. Like with this pattern, with a picture here that you can see that the stripes are, there's lots of the same color of stripes. So you can do it quite intentional, and if you look on Ravelry, you'll see that there is more scrappy ones that's more colorful. And then this pattern has got I think it's a full hank of yarn or something, just a little bit more, 150 grams for the lace section. So if you have a beautiful tonal hank that you would like to use, you can add that with some coordinating scraps or minis to make this shawl. And I think that's also brilliant, because sometimes you don't want a scrappy project to be too scrappy, and you can do I call it planned scrappy with this, and I think it's really a beautiful pattern. It is a paid for pattern on Ravelry, but we will link it down below. And yeah, it is fingering weight, so it's also something that you can use sock minis and sock leftovers and so forth for. I really like it. To me, it looks very nice, and it's a shape of shawl that I haven't tried before. See, another one. I've only tried triangular, and I don't know what the other one is. So I really like it. I really like it a lot.
Oh, that's very, very beautiful. Okay, so this one that I'm going to share was actually a suggestion from one of our viewers. It is called the Pattenberg Blanket. Let me just check. Yes. Okay. And this is a design by Sandra Cole. So this is solid granny squares that you do. So the suggested yarn weight is fingering, but again, I mean, nothing stops you from using any yarn weight.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's a free for you for free pattern on Ravelry. And yeah, I actually made a suggestion to Mariette this morning to say, why not have like a year-long make along, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, well,
because this is a crochet along.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. So, you know, you can easily do a block a day for year 1, and then year 2, you do the
joining.
Yeah, the white with the join as you go.
Yeah, because that'll just change the pattern a little bit. I was now forgetting about the joining. Because I think this is sewn, isn't it? I have no idea. But I mean, you can do what you want. It's your blanket. I actually haven't checked that. But something that's interesting is she's also got a lot of photo tutorials and video tutorials linked in the pattern.
Okay.
But yes, you were saying making the squares the 1 year and joining them the next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you
maybe it's crochet together like through the back loop type of thing. I don't know. I haven't checked it. But it's a beautiful blanket.
Yeah, it says border pattern and a joining.
So yes, sorry.
There's supposed to be something. Is this your fault? I'm joking.
Obviously. Let's check. While you're thinking about
I'm thinking it's a joining tutorial or something.
Let me check.
Because this is very beautiful. I think this is a great idea for, you know, just doing a little something every day. Definitely. This could be a temperature type thing, even.
I'm sure it can be. But I'm too lazy for temperature because I'm not going to check the temperature every day. Only in winter when we reach minus something degrees Celsius.
Oh, I love this. This is so beautiful. But I'm wondering, will 1 block a day be enough? Maybe it will need to be like 2. I don't know. I think
I made some notes. Didn't I make the notes on how many blocks is there for this?
I'm too lazy to read. Okay.
It's 1,020 squares. And then
divided by 2 is 510. So it's 2 blocks a day.
No, more than that. Must be.
How many days a year?
365.
Yeah, but then what I'm saying is,
if it's 1,000,
you do the colors, all the color blocks, to 1 year.
And then all the other ones in the next year. Okay, sorry.
That's what I was thinking.
So it's a 2.
That was also the suggestion from the viewer.
Okay.
To make it fun. If you want to do something like a make-along.
Yes. I've got it. Let me see what I cut off in my printout. While I'm in trouble. Okay, let's see. Yarn, pattern notes. Well, it's a joining technique, so.
Okay.
We're going to crochet together. Let me just check from the start. Basic motif with a simple button and a joining method, which is a new technique, but there is a full video tutorial included.
So and we will learn something new.
Obviously.
Yes, love it.
All right.
Okay.
So that sounds like a plan. Let us know what you think about it.
Yeah. If you're thinking of you'll join us, then let us know. Then we'll make it official. Officially unofficial. Anyway.
Just to have fun.
Yeah.
And not put pressure on ourselves, but just to have somebody to encourage you to actually do the project.
That's the main thing, yes.
Yes.
Okay. And then the last one. I don't think I want to wait a year to do this one. This is the Rain or Shine socks by Stephen West. I hope you'll be able to see nicely.
Looks like it's focusing.
Yeah. Okay. So this is a paid for pattern on Ravelry as well, but I think this is a very, very cool idea.
Nice and scrappy.
Yes, it's properly scrappy, this one. The pattern's got 5 sizes actually, so you'll be sure it fits actually.
Yes.
And he used fingering weight.
Yes. And I think he did 2, 4, 5 different types of yarn.
Yeah.
So you can actually mix your sock yarns a little bit. Alright, so I've made a bundle on Ravelry for the Scrappy projects. We will add the link down below. So I'll just update these into the bundle and then you can have a look at that. Then it's easier to find. And if you have any Scrappy project pattern suggestions, please drop them down below so that we can also see them and share them with other people. We would really appreciate that.
Yeah. And then we know what other people like as well, not just
Yes.
our styles.
Yes, because I try in the previous one I tried to do more than just like one thing, not just garments or like hats or then scarves and like the blanket or some socks, so that we have a little bit of a variety.
Yeah. Okay. That's good. So
Yes.
yeah, is that everything? Anything
I
else
think
we have
so.
to discuss? I don't think so.
I don't think so. I think that was everything for the Scrappy projects.
Okay.
And yes, I is it still recording?
Yeah, still correct.
Okay, great. Sorry.
Yeah.
I've just sat here and thinking that, you know, all of my Scrappy projects at this stage is actually crochet and Tunisian crochet. I don't have any knitting Scrappy projects.
Just that you're currently working on.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
At least you had the socks.
Yes, my Scrappy, not so Scrappy.
Yeah.
Scrappy socks. Yes, but at the moment I've only got the crochet. So
Okay.
yes.
So what are you thinking?
Now I'm just sitting and thinking about this amigurumi type of things of mine that I'm thinking about. Maybe I should try and knit something as well, but I'm first going to crochet the first ones and then see what's next for the future. I just want to get this one blanket done, not because it is frustrating me, but because I would also like to use it, and I'm sure the viewers would like to see some other things.
Yeah.
And not just this blanket over and over again. But it is beautiful. I mean,
Yeah,
the colors is nice and
yeah, that's true. Okay. Well, in that case, we'll say goodbye. I hope you guys enjoyed this and that you also have some scrappy projects, and if you don't, you have now some inspiration to start some scrappy projects, making sure we waste nothing. And
yes.
all of the luck for the coming month, and we'll
Yes.
see you guys again next month. Not sure exactly how we're going to do that one yet,
But we'll keep you updated through podcasts and Instagram and all of those things.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think the nice thing about the pattern inspirations is that some people can see that scrappy doesn't necessarily have to be scrappy in your face.
Yeah.
For people that doesn't like that. So, but yes, as you said, we will see you guys next month for the next episode. And until then, keep on knitting, crocheting, crafting, whatever you do, and enjoy.
Bye.
Bye.